Welcome to the Big Success Show. Today, the one ingredient that guarantees your success.
Big Success with the Professor and Mary-Lynn.
Successful people are a diverse group. Some are outgoing.
Well, like you. And some are introverts.
You have those creative types. I have no idea.
And, of course, you also have the analytical types.
They do, however, share some commonalities.
Yes.
Hi, I'm George, the Professor.
And I'm Mary-Lynn. One of those successful people that we were thinking of when we put together this show today is Thomas Edison, the great inventor who obtained over 1,000 patents in his life. Now, you've probably heard this, but it took Edison 10,000 tries to finally invent the light bulb.
Isn't that amazing? 10,000.
1,000. I can't even grasp that.
It just goes to show you, Mary-Lynn, if at first you don't succeed, try 10,000 times again.
There you go.
I guess that's the secret, right? But what we can take away from this is the one must-have ingredient to succeed is persistence. History is ripe with examples of people whose greatest success came after their biggest failure.
So today we're going to discuss 3 persistence principles, things that you can do to keep on keeping on.
Oh, yeah.
And so the first one is believe in yourself and your idea. And as a business owner here, I can relate to this because you just really do have to be stubborn about it.
And let me tell you, Mary-Lynn, you are stubborn.
Thank you.
You left it wide open for me. What can I say? The key here is to have faith, not a blind faith, but successful people have a calculated faith. We often think of calculated risk. This is similar to that. You have insight that others may not. You've done your research. You may have a unique perspective based on your education and experiences. You have confidence in your plan. Trust your instincts and push on.
And tell other people to push off. That's the stubborn.
Oh, no, that's clap on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, all right. So we're talking about how to just keep on keeping on. And number 2 is you got to keep your spirit up. You know, I mean, yes, you can fend off the naysayers, but you've got to keep your spirits uplifted too. And there's a number of ways to do this. So, you just got to find something that really works for you. Yeah, it may be reading success stories, listening to a couple of goofballs like us on a podcast. What else?
Got the goofball part right. Well, keep your batteries charged by hanging out with positive people.
Yes.
I mean, man, that just gets my juices flowing so well. It's amazing what a difference you feel at the end of the night when you spend it out with people who have a bunch of negative energy versus people who have positive energy.
Right, absolutely. And that energy, that's the key.
Absolutely.
That energy. Sometimes you just got to take a nap. I have found that to really, if I'm having a bad day or just nothing seems to be clicking, sometimes just taking a nap makes a world of difference and really just gets my spirits back up.
And always try to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it so much difference, and maybe part of this is age, but there's just a huge difference between my energy levels when I get a good night's sleep versus when I don't.
Right. And same with exercise. Even if it's just going for a walk, just getting up, moving around, getting that blood circulating is so important. So, whatever it is that works for you, you want to try to make sure that you're getting that into your daily routine, or, some things are more appropriate for a weekly routine or something like that. But you just got to do something to keep that flame going.
Yeah, because, that's the thing that's going to keep you pushing for big success, no matter what obstacles come your way. It allows you to persist.
And another key to persistence is to welcome failure. And we'll go back to Thomas Edison on this because, 10,000 times, but,
right.
with failing, but to continue. And imagine what would happen if he'd have given up at 5,000 or just one time short of his great invention.
Well, learn to recognize failure for what it is. progress toward success. I should say this a bit differently. Progress toward big success.
Oh, yes, with two G's.
Two G's for sure. So take the example of great salespeople. The numbers are different for every industry, but think about this example. A salesperson knows that he has to make 10 calls to get 2 appointments. He has to have 2 appointments to make a sale. He fails 99% of the time, but here's what he knows. The sooner he gets through those 9 failures, the sooner he's going to succeed.
That's a great
Isn't that
story.
comforting? And success can, in some cases, be reduced to just that formula.
And, we always talk about the entrepreneur mindset here. And so there you are, finding the positive and the negative. So not focusing on the negative, but focusing on the outcome.
And we use salespeople as an example, but we've been talking about Thomas Edison the whole way through. His was inventing.
Yeah. And there's a story that illustrates the importance of persistence, and it coming from the great book, Think and Grow Rich, from Napoleon Hill. And so in this case, we're talking about the gold rush.
Yes, gotta love the gold rush.
A young man went west to find his fortune, and he staked a claim and went to work. A few weeks later, after much work and no reward, he discovered gold.
He quickly raised the money to buy the equipment he needed to mine the gold. That's the next step. And then he started drilling. But then the vein disappeared.
Oh, no.
The vein just disappeared. He kept drilling, but to no avail. In desperation, he quit and went home a poor man. Now, a little bit later, sometime later, it was discovered that he had stopped just 3 short feet short of one of the richest deposits of gold in the United States.
Oh, my gosh.
So the key here is, this is the takeaway, be stubborn. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was my takeaway. Here's the takeaway. Don't stop 3 feet from big success. Be persistent.
So our big takeaway from today about the one ingredient that guarantees your success is to be
stubborn. Oh, no, be persistent.
Yes.
Be persistent.
Be persistently stubborn.
Well, in a way, or actually it'd be the reverse. It would be stubbornly persistent.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
There we go. We've got a quote picked out that's just perfect for today's show.
Comes from the great author and speaker Brian Tracy. He said, "Remember, you only have to succeed the last time." I love that. Yeah. Here are 2 things to add to your list that are certain. 1, you will face obstacles on the way to success. And 2, if you persist, you will eventually reach big success.
Does being persistent toward your big goal mean you need to go back to school to take some classes? Or it's time to really start that business? Find the money you need to fund your big dreams with our Financial Freedom Tool. Learn more at financialfreedomtool.com. And please join us next time with all this talk about persisting. We thought we'd throw a curveball your way. We're going to talk about when to quit.
That's good planning, Mary-Lynn.
Well, as you did say, there needs to be some calculated persistence.
Okay.
And so, what are the signs when it is time to move on? We'll talk about that then.
I'm looking forward to it. We thank you so much for listening today.
Until next time,
here's to your big success.
Find big success at biggsuccess.com.